welcome to episode 193 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Catcher, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. I'm trying to find a background so y'all can see me on the YouTube.
I am the Eric J.
Only known as
The Eric J.
Wild division and shit.
On the tube on YouTube.
I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as K Diddy.
Take that.
Woo. All right, so you can go ahead and find us at www.technicalfile.com. Don't forget to put the K on that motherfucker.
You're damn right.
You can also find us on the Instagram and Twitter at Technical File.
Mm-hmm.
Also gonna mosey on over to the other social media platform, Facebook, where you can find us at Technical File Podcast. Then jump from there, the leap of faith into the group.
Jump.
Skedaddle all over that motherfucker. Technical File Pod Overtime, which is our group.
Mm-hmm.
You can join in with the listeners, fans, and the fam. But don't forget our YouTube page, Technical File Podcast, where you can see our beautiful faces every single week.
For sure.
Indeed. Like I say every week, man, if you guys enjoy being a part of this amazing Tech File fam, share it with everybody you know. Your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your granny, whoever, wherever you are right now. Share it, man. Wherever you're listening right now. It takes less than 30 seconds. Sharing is caring. You're a part of this Tech File fam. Let's grow together, man. Help us grow. And share.
Sure.
The challenge, as always, is share the show and then download the Good News app. Good News Radio app.
Good news. Oh, I'm early. I'm early on that.
But yeah, man, do it right now.
You heard the man. What you waiting for?
You ain't doing shit else.
Like
download.
What college was that? Everest College.
Oh yeah, Everest. You ain't doing that in your life.
Might as well.
Sit on the couch watching me on the TV. You might as well get your ass
watching me look ugly at Yale in this parking lot. I don't even got a college degree.
That was extremely random.
Wherever you find podcasts, you can find us. That includes Apple Podcasts, Google Play,
Yes, sir.
SoundCloud,
Stitcher,
Spotify, Pandora.
Yeah.
Amazon Music.
Amazon
Music.
There we go.
iHeartRadio. Himalaya.
Like a player.
Wooshka.
Wooshka.
And the Good News app.
Yes,
Good
sir.
news. There we go.
The Good News Radio app. Download it now.
Sure. You heard Ken. Download the app now.
Do it. Download it, man. Right now.
We are live every Tuesday as we record on the Good News app between 6 and 8 p.m. Central Time. If you live in a different time zone, please figure that out on your own. I have done enough math for today. My brain is completely fried.
You grow. Right? You can figure it out.
You know where you live at. You know what time zones are. 6 to 8 Central Time. We on the Good News app. So make sure you come on through. You can interact with us live, be in the chat, all that type of stuff. So
6 to 8.
Okay, Coach Mosley.
Every day, 6 to 8. Just Tuesday, not every day. It don't matter what day. We're here 6 to 8.
All right, nigga.
It does matter what day.
Exactly.
Catch us on rewind.
He's sending people off.
Catch the rewind.
It's other stuff playing at 6 to 8.
Tuesday, 6 to 8.
Thank you. But you can also find us wherever you're listening right now. While there, make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, review. 5 stars or better. It helps us and we appreciate it.
All of that good stuff. It is an absolutely free way for you to support the pod, and that support goes a long way in helping us reach our own personal goals. So you enjoy the pod, go ahead and rate, review, share the show, do all that stuff they already told you to do. So before we get into the topics of the week and the sport fact of the week, we are going to shout out our top listening cities and our international listeners from the past week. Number 1, y'all are pesky. Columbus, Ohio. Number 1 again.
Hey, y'all number 1. Y'all get that. Welcome back.
Ever since that Bow Wow episode, they have just been
became a state
consistent.
Hey, well. Y'all part of the fam now.
they be listening to like it's old episodes getting played. And I'm
no.
like, hold on now.
Oh no!
Wait a minute.
What is you doing?
I'm seeing some stuff popping up that I'm like, why y'all? It's
Why
like
you
episodes
here?
I forgot about, like Darkwing Duck. I don't know what we was talking about that week.
Probably some wild shit.
Oh no, I think that was
Zoom.
Cam.
Oh, it
Oh
could've been.
Yeah, that was
That's
he
when he
was
had the
dressed
press
like
conference.
yeah, he
dressed
was
that
dressed like
motherfucker.
Darkwing Duck. Yeah,
We had Zoom, zoom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, that was one of my.
I got to
first
go back
songs.
to that one. I don't even remember that one like that.
Mhm.
The
Check
new
it
Bradley
out.
Center.
I still call it that every now and then.
I was like, okay, y'all go off the rails is up there too. I'm
Ooh,
like,
Lord.
ooh, that was episode number 2. Y'all don't go that far back. If you're new here,
I think, ooh, man.
just
That,
I don't even
that was an
remember that. I do.
that was an inflection point for this podcast. Like we were going one direction until that episode, and then it just went all the
We're
way
like,
left.
no, fuck it. That's where we going. That's where we going.
That's
I
when
don't
we
even
earned
remember
that
that
explicit
episode. That's-
rating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tim was the first one to cuss.
Yeah.
Think
He popped the
Man.
cherry.
Yeah, you out here cussing.
Somebody asked you all that shit.
Out here cussing. I'll probably say nigga mo, but you was cussing mo.
Tim was the first one. Shut your ass up.
Nigga, fuck you, man.
and
Shout
now
out to
look,
Serial
just
Sensei for
Get your ass off
confirming
too,
that
nigga.
too.
right. Now look, the cusses just flow freely. They just flow all through the intro. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Right, we
Number
saved
2
Dude's
city.
wrist. Like he was sore after a couple
Man,
of
dude, you still have
episodes.
to edit that. It'd be plenty beep, 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 beep.
Like it got to the point where he was just looking at Tim and Kim like, really? For real?
He did.
Like
Y'all
that.
don't,
I'm
y'all
doing
don't
right
keep saying nigga. Like y'all just
Like,
all right.
I think we caught a couple. A fan.
Yep. Like chill out.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Number 2 listening city from the past week. We got Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the hometown. Appreciate you.
Hometown. Y'all gotta be number 1 though.
Y'all got to come through. You can't like, hey, if Columbus is coming through, that means if you live in Milwaukee, you need to share the show with more people. You can't like Columbus.
Exactly.
Columbus is out here growing. Like
Mhm.
that fan base is growing. So come on, Milwaukee. Number 3, I believe this is a new entry to our top 10. Little Elm, Texas.
Yes, it is.
Little Elm, Texas. Welcome.
All right, for sure. I like
Wow.
Big
Welcome.
L.
Well-
Texas always show love though.
Texas
Mhm.
is I think the last time you're gonna hear Texas this week.
it.
Number
Somebody
4, we got Ashburn, Virginia.
Ashburn,
Hey.
Virginia. They
Welcome.
was there last week, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
They've been there
welcome
before.
back. Yeah, welcome back.
Oh, did you
Number
say that's the
5.
last time we're gonna hear Texas?
Texas. Just stay true to this.
No, I said this is not the last time you're
Ah,
gonna hear
gotcha.
Texas on this list. Number 5, you got New Berlin, Wisconsin.
New
Nate.
Berlin. Welcome.
Number
Back.
6, you got Cypress, Texas.
Cypress,
Well,
Texas,
they-
always
they usually
there. Thank you.
Number 7, we got Chicago, Illinois.
Chi-Town, definitely always show love as well.
Number 8, we got Copris Cove, Texas.
Copris Cove, definitely a regular around
Yeah,
here.
they be sticking around. What's up, though?
Number 9, we got Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Hello,
K-Town, what's going on?
You and that K-Town.
They love it though.
That? Who the
They do.
Yeah.
Kenosha, hey, hit us up on Twitter, Facebook. Let them know that y'all call it
They're
K-Town.
like, shut your ass.
You're gonna have somebody in Kenosha for real going around like K-Town. Niggas gonna
Like,
be
nah.
like, what?
They were like, hey,
And number 10, last but not least, we got Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL. Welcome.
Appreciate y'all. International listeners, let's see, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different countries checking in for us last week. We had Belgium,
Mhm. Hello.
Belgium, welcome back.
we had Germany,
Germany, welcome.
we had Italy.
Italy, how are you?
They're stuck around.
Y'all on my bucket list. I got to get to Italy, man. Canada,
Canada, what's going on?
Hey, hello, neighbor.
we got Russia,
Russia, welcome back.
we got the UK, United Kingdom.
The UK, what's going
Hey,
on?
what's up?
Hello.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor.
And last but not least, we got Australia.
Hey, listen.
Australia, what's going on, mate?
Australia is the origin of 10,000 ways to die. Cause damn, everything there does want to kill you, bro.
Like
Like legit.
Oh, shit.
Australia was on a list, and then I found out recently Australia has a spider season.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. There's absolutely no way I'm going.
If you have a season
Nope.
of spiders, I'm not interested
That's
in
the
that.
size of you.
Man, mice taking over farms. I be seeing all kinds of wild stuff happening.
Yeah, I'm
in
straight on
Australia.
that.
Spiders the size of dogs.
Yeah, no,
And-
bro. Do you know,
and-
though? I literally would die of fear. Like, I would literally like, Lord, take me now. If I see the spider that big, bro. I'm just like, what's the point, bro?
Man, I be hearing stories about kangaroos breaking people's houses and people find a kangaroo just in their kitchen. I'm like,
I bet you ain't gonna fight it.
no, I'm not gonna fight no kangaroo. The
Motherfucker got
kangaroo
hands for
wins.
days.
Hey, kangaroo, kick the shit out of you, bro.
Would you try to fight a kangaroo?
Hell no. What the fuck?
Whoop your ass.
I'm throwing plenty
How you
pots
gonna
and
explain
pans.
that to the police, bro? Somebody
Could you
said kangaroo came in and whooped my ass.
Could you
Did he
imagine
take
like,
anything, sir? No, he just whooped my ass.
like
My
you
pride.
think it's a
You took my
burglar in your
pride.
house, and then you go downstairs and you see it's a kangaroo just going through your kitchen?
Like,
Like,
bro,
what do you like?
Bro,
Where'd
like,
you
hey,
sleep?
I
You
was
know,
here
in the middle of
first.
the night, you
Y'all
go
in
get
my
something
spot.
to drink. Like, no.
Man, listen. We have new spots now. We have new rules. Okay, y'all over there. This is my house. We over here.
that's
I think they got.
no.
But yeah, shout out to all our top listening cities and all of our international listeners from the past week. Appreciate all y'all. Sport fact of the week.
Yeah. So on March 28th, 1990, when Michael Jordan scored his career high, 69 points, he did that 23 of 37 shooting, 21 of 23 from the line, 2 of 6 from 3-point, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and a block.
Put up
Who was he
stupid
terrorizing like that?
As usual, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers.
stats. Welcome, Ohio.
I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan's not allowed in the state of Ohio anymore.
Say it all. Yeah, yeah.
He used
Ooh,
to
Lord.
torture them people.
Man. Ooh, he had some big shots over them too. Like because Cleveland wasn't bad. Like, like they had a little squad, and Jordan came
the
through and was
80s.
like, "Hey,
Nah.
y'all mine now." Like on Mortal Kombat, your soul is mine. Like, oh Lord, Jesus.
Not my soul.
Like
Now,
I found that on Twitter. So like there was a video clip from that game. Like they wasn't doing shit with him, and like he was killing them from the mid range, up and unders, floaters.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he hit him with the whole bag of tricks like Felix the
Yeah.
Cat.
No, he had it working that day.
Like feet dog. Like Felix the Cat.
Motherfucker had everything in that bag.
now I gotta Google Felix the Cat to see what he.
I used to
haven't seen
love Felix the Cat. Like
Like
loved
Felix the
Felix the
Cat.
Cat as a kid.
That's funny.
And his bag of tricks. The motherfucking cat used to walk around with a bag.
Of course, he
That's
liked a bag of tricks.
funny. Felix
That's
the
funny
Cat.
as
I
hell.
forgot about
I
Felix the
used to
Cat.
love Felix the Cat.
And then the first thing that pop up is Felix the Cat 1959, the magic bag.
Yeah, damn. 1959.
Yeah, black and white.
A lot of cartoons that we watched as kids were cartoons our parents watched.
Mhm.
Like Looney Tunes,
Yeah.
Flintstones, Jetson, all that
Looney
stuff.
Tunes was racist, low key.
Yeah.
Like hard, like very racist. I was like, God damn. It was
mean,
right in their
Yosemite-
faces. I didn't even notice it.
Yosemite Sam is in itself
Oh.
like just
Yeah.
there's a scene where he's talking about like I don't know Yankees up here. And I'm like, wait,
Oh.
wait, what?
I heard a nigga in there. Jesus Christ, y'all look too.
Hey, he was quick to let one know you want to go say that shit to his face.
Hey, oh,
Light
what
your
though?
ass up.
No, he was. Hey, he used to up pistol so
He
quick.
kept
bro.
that thing on him.
Quick.
Hey, he used to
No
be
safety.
smoking. He used to be
You,
busting.
you
it
ain't
so
catching
hard,
Yosemite
bro.
Sam lacking.
No.
Ever.
And he had
Not
two of them
ever.
bitches.
At all times.
Quick.
And he had infinity bullets, bro. Because he just stay letting them up. He ain't never
Motherfuckers flying off.
reload, bro. He had infinity bullets, bro.
No
He had the
safety.
extendo.
Just wilding, bro. Just wilding.
Now, if you are new here, well, I shouldn't even say if you're new here. I should preface it by saying this. It is Easter on Sunday.
It is.
So we are treating this week's episode as a holiday episode. If you are new here and you're not familiar with what that means, generally when we do our show, there's a rundown. I'm running point. We go through a list of topics, so on and so forth. Holiday episodes are a little bit more free flowing. We go in tech order. So Tim, Eric, myself, and then Ken picking topics that we will discuss. And it's just a little bit more laid back, a lot more conversational. You probably already kind of felt that a little bit going into it. A little bit more jokes. So this is normally when Ken tends to get off during episodes. Like holiday episodes are normally like Ken episodes.
Hello. Person.
Balls.
He
Hello.
got excited. My bad. Pardon me. Hey, pardon my reach.
Wilding. Wow.
Already. So
Pardon my reach.
with that being said, going to get into the topics of the week. Tim will be batting off first. And when we come back from the drop, Tim, first topic's on you.
Man, lead off.
This nigga for the butt.
All right, Tim. What we talking about first?
Shit. Let's get into some real quick buyout market for the NBA. How about that? That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. No,
How would you go buyout market before you talk about trades?
Yeah, we can go to trade deadline. That's good. we can talk about the trade deadline. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. You know, we just go
I
ahead and
told
throw
you,
that right on in
I
there.
know my boy. I know my boy, man.
It's all right. We'll buff for a hit. Let me go.
Okay.
Okay, so real quick. So the trade deadline was, I believe, last week Thursday, correct?
Correct.
All right. So apparently this trade deadline was the most trades, I believe, in the trade deadline history, correct?
I think since like 80s, like the last 30 years, I believe.
For a minute. It's been a while. I don't have the numbers on hand from currently, but I believe it was around like 16 trades made that day. I'm in the ballpark.
I'll find the
number.
It was a
I believe it was around like
bunch.
16. But it was a lot of movement, a lot of players, a lot of teams that I felt like, you know, okay, this is a pretty decent move, except for Orlando. Orlando was just like, fuck it, we done.
They had a fire sale.
We was like, you can have everybody, anybody, who y'all want, what we getting back? Nothing. I don't give a fuck. All right, go ahead. So they offloaded Vucevic, they offloaded Fournier, they offloaded Aaron Gordon.
Why are you trying to freestyle? It's in the doc.
I know. Listen, don't worry about what I'm doing over here.
We make it easy for you.
Damn.
You like.
Let me y'all know I'm off the hip. Goddamn.
Hey, I was letting you cook. I was
Just let me
go
talk.
ahead.
Goddamn.
Hey, man.
We can talk about where they went though, since we talking about them.
I do got the numbers for you real quick, Tim.
Okay, go ahead. What you got?
This was the busiest trade deadline ever because they didn't start tracking trade line data until 87.
Okay.
That was a good year.
I was just saying that was a good year. 87 was a good year.
Okay. I thought some people were born in 87. Okay. They had 17 reported trades. There were a total of 45 players that moved.
God damn.
23 different teams made a trade. And yeah, those are the only ones I'm going to say. The last stat's kind of nerdish, so I'm going to just let that one hang out there. Continue, sir.
The whole damn league damn near traded. But anywho, who do you think got better with these trades? Like, what trade you think? One, we didn't have a Kyle Lowry trade. I'll start there. We didn't have a Kyle Lowry trade that we thought we was gonna have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was wild to me. I was like, wait, what?
I'm surprised that the Lakers love THC that much. That much.
Let's go there. Well, let me unpack that real quick.
Okay.
All right. So
wait. Before you unpack, it's THT, ain't it?
Yeah.
Jordan, yeah. What do you say?
I said
THC. And I was like, ain't that what's in weed? Like
no.
Oh, we know where Tim on that.
I know it's Taylor and Tucker Brown. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you, man.
We all right.
Hey, I thought I heard a C. That's all I'm saying.
Taylor Horton Tucker.
Right. We'll continue, Ken. Go ahead with your Lakers.
Yeah, but quick Laker text, man. Hey, it was a lot of people that like really wanted the Lakers to like really go hard to get Kyle, but it was like he wasn't really. This sound crazy? This might sound crazy, but he wasn't like really needed. I don't feel like he would have been that piece that we would have gotten. That we'd be like, oh, okay, we for sure running back. Like I'm fine with what we have right now because we would have had to give up way too much to get him anyway. And then our bench already is kind of soft. And and we've been dealing with injuries like crazy. Thank God we got Drummond. We'll talk more about it later. But thank God we got him. AD's not back yet. LeBron is out. We would have had to give too much. Our number one player is Kuzma. And Kuzma has actually been playing very well this season. Kuzma stepped it up, so I thank God for him. But yeah, man, we would have had to give up the whole farm, man, just to get Kyle,
Kyle.
I don't feel like that would have been a good investment for us. So I'm happy with what we have right now. So, we did what we had to do right now. We need another wing, though. We need a wing guy. So
yeah,
hopefully we can find one.
If he would have agreed to an extension, y'all might have actually did it. I don't know if he Lowry, because I don't know.
Oh yeah,
That was a sticking point. Like people didn't want to just rent him.
exactly.
Well, he
That
was
would've been
saying that
pointless.
he wanted looking for like a 25 a year in his extension.
Mhm.
And I could see teams being like,
I don't know about all that now.
a little
Like, I
high.
don't know, boss.
You can stay your ass where you at if you want all that.
We'll talk to you in the off season, sir.
He did.
The only thing that gives me pause is that like this reminds me of like that year. I want to say it was the year before LeBron left Cleveland the first time, and they had an opportunity to get Amari Stoudemire, which is different because Amari was way younger. But they only had to give up JJ Hickson. They're like, nah, he a piece for the future. Like, we can't give up JJ Hickson. Like,
Yeah,
and it's
he
like,
JJ.
sometimes, you know, the bird in hand is better than two in the bush. Like,
Woo.
you know what Kyle
That's
Lowry is
old. That's
now.
okay.
And
That's old school.
that's
Ray.
number 2. That's the second old ass saying we have today.
All I'm saying is, like, sometimes, like, you know what Kyle Lowry is. You know what he brings.
Yeah.
He is an upgrade from Dennis Schroeder, who, as a note, like he started getting shot because he turned down 4 years, 84. Like that was the extension that the Lakers offered. And he said, no, I can get more than that. So just keep that in mind for the summer.
Yeah, I know that. I'm fine. He got to get his money. Never go ahead on him.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, so is it, do you want to extend Shooter for more than 4 years, 84? Or
1 a year.
Shit. You know what Kyle Lowry is, and maybe 25 for the next 2.
But then what else though? Like we just have a starting 5, and then what else?
Well, I mean, like y'all are the Lakers, and then you have open roster spots on the buyout market. Like,
yeah.
You know, like you already got Drummond. Like y'all probably could have had your pick of whoever else is on the market. Like so far, only the bigs have signed pretty much. But
yeah,
like you got to imagine other people are going to get waived before April 8th. So
these are facts.
Like I get it, and I wonder if LeBron and AD were healthy right now, if they would have done the deal. Because the thing is, like now they have to make sure that they have enough players to basically float them through until their guns come back. But
we won last night.
You did.
It did.
Ain't winning tomorrow. But
we'll see.
Yeah. So I mean, like I guess I get it from both sides, but like saying like, oh, we gave up too much. Like really, you would have given up Horton Tucker, Schroeder, who's like you're replacing him anyway, so who cares? And then like KCP or whoever you got to put in to match salaries.
Probably would.
Which hurts, but it's also like you shoring up that point guard spot because I'm still, Schroeder's been good, but do you know if you can count on him in a deep playoff run?
How old is Kyle?
But then
35?
Kyle just turned 35 on deadline day.
Okay. But then I would have moved. Matthews. He would have moved to the starting position there, the starting 2.
Y'all have been starting West.
Yeah, we would have had to. Yeah, he would have started at the 2.
Well, he got Caruso still, don't you?
Yeah.
So,
but then who come after
that? Yeah, you got Caruso, you got Kuzma, you got LeBron. I don't know if Harold would have had to be in the deal, but you still got him.
Harold probably would have been in the deal though.
Which again, like we see how much the Clippers miss him. So it's like
he been out.
But again, like they should have enough if LeBron and AD are healthy. Like they should have enough, especially picking up Drummond to repeat. So it's not like they had to make a move. I just feel like this is an opportunity to really improve the team. And like Kyle Lowry strikes me as one of those point guards that ages well. Like him, Chris Paul, like they're too smart and they never really relied on athleticism to begin with. To where it's like, even if they aren't like superstars anymore, like they're still very good point guards that can, contribute to a team.
Now I will say this: Denver getting Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
I love that for Denver because Aaron Gordon is the type of forward you want next to Porter Jr. Like it just makes some sense to see those two paired together. Like Denver was already playing pretty well. I mean, considering the West is stacked and the top 6 teams are the top 6 teams, like getting a piece like that is going to be very helpful for Denver. Like if I was a Lakers fan, I'd be a little nervous about Denver.
Then picking up JaVale McGee as well helps, like for their bigs at the back end as well.
He played well last year too.
Yeah. I mean, they essentially replaced Grant and Plumlee from last year's team, so they can pretty much run out the same. I mean, yeah, they lost Gary Harris, but he ain't been that great.
They got
Like,
a
he's
nuke
a
area,
good
though.
defender, but he ain't been. He hasn't hit a shot in like the last 3 years, so he'll be able to replace that offensive production at the least. But yeah, I like the
Like
Gordon
that for
fit.
him.
Like he's essentially like another Jeremy Grant, a little bit more bounce, comfortable defense. Theoretically, can shoot a little bit
He's
better.
looked comfortable. He's looked comfortable in the first couple of games I've seen with him already, and seeing that level of comfort that quickly tends to be a good sign. So I'm good with that. Tim, you was talking about the fire sale in Orlando.
Mhm.
Were y'all surprised to see them trade they all-star to Chicago?
I
'Cause I
wasn't
thought they was
surprised.
gonna keep Vucevic.
I thought they would have traded him. I honestly was hoping that they traded Vucevic. I've been a fan of Vucevic for a while too, so I was really hoping that they would have got rid of him. Let him be. Let him go ahead and prosper. So it ain't happening in Orlando. Let him go ahead and have his time to shine while he still got some prime left before like, 'cause Chicago looks nice now with him and Levine as the 1 and 2. Like, and he's a good big that
So
can
far.
pass. Like he can facilitate as well a little bit out of the center spot, and he can still shoot consistently as a 5. Like, he'll get you a doubles on a regular, and then you got Levine out there. Like, they did pretty good. They did pretty good with that trade.
So
They also grabbed
Lonzo too.
just to be clear, they traded Wendell Carter and 2 first rounders, including 1 this year. So
They're going all in for the play-in.
They're going to take over
like,
Charlotte's spot.
I mean, like, I've seen people be like, "Why is this the move that you make?" And it's like, what does it really get you? Like, you're not going to compete for championships. But it's like, first of all, Zach LaVine is a free agent after next year. So if he's the guy that you've decided you want to build around, like, you need to convince him to stay there. And it's like, they haven't drafted well enough to where he has a built-in running mate. So getting like, to Tim's point, getting a all-star center in his prime, like, he's 30 now. So he should have at least, a couple good years left in him. Like, and he's a legitimate number 2 that can run with Levine. Like, yeah, it's not a championship ceiling, but it's a foundation. Like, it's
part of a coach.
The guy that gets you to the next guy. Like, now if somebody comes up on the free agent market, like, oh man, I would love to live in Chicago. Like, I love Michael Jordan, blah blah blah. Like, oh, they actually have some players there that can fit in. I can do something with that. Like, whereas before it's just like, oh well, it's Zach LaVine and a bunch of young dudes that haven't proven.
Scrubs.
LaVine in the stadium.
I was trying to be nice.
Hey man, you got to call it how you see it.
So I mean, like, you got to build up to be a championship contender. You're not just going. Most teams don't have the luxury of just like, oh, we're gonna sign KD and Kyrie and now we're contenders. Like,
trade for Harden.
And again, like, signing those, picking up those 2 dudes, like, led to getting the 3rd dude.
Number 3, yeah.
So, and like, to Camille's original question, like, it surprised me that he got traded only because I hadn't heard anything about him being in trade talks, and that was like the first deal of the day. So it's like, oh, this is what we doing today.
Yeah, that's how they get started.
Y'all woke up and chose violence.
I said, Orlando's selling. I was like, who's next? What was that?
Like,
who's
who
next?
can we poach?
Go.
Yeah, after they got rid of Gordon, then it was like, fuck it, everybody can go, bro.
Terrence Ross was
like, I'm the only one. I'm the captain now.
Terrence Ross tweeted through it. He just tweeted through it, like, sad crying emojis and gifts. The next thing you know, he hit him with the "I'm the captain now." Like,
number 1 option, bro. I'm just gonna get these shots. Ain't nobody finna tell me nothing.
hey.
Yeah, that man's gonna have 50 before the end of the season.
He'll get 1 game at least.
How do y'all feel about Miami getting Victor Oladipo?
I think that was a nice pickup for them, honestly. Like, Depot will bring you the energy. He can still play defense. He ain't terrible at defense. He ain't terrible at defense. On the Miami squad that's known for their defense as well. Like, the coach has a little bit more.
He has a lot of good defensive pieces around him to help him succeed.
I can see him
that is
up
very true. Yeah.
And then he still give you some offense. Again, it's a culture change. It could be one of those, I was tired of being in that motherfucker. Let me just go ahead. Now I have something to play for with somebody else. It could change.
The thing, like, he was already in a contract year. Like, I don't think it was been like a lack of effort on his part. Like, he's trying to get his next contract. He's trying to prove, like, I'm still a max player. And, like, yeah, he got his points. Like, he averaged 20 in Houston, but, like, if you look at his shooting numbers, like, it was basically like lack of a better option. So I don't know. Like he hasn't shown me that he's back from his injury, which I mean, like I don't blame him. Like it was a devastating injury. It's just like I don't know if it's time for us to hang up. Like Vic is still Vic, and that's I mean, like to my greater point, like when we get to buyouts, it's like people see the name, it's like, oh damn, he went there. That's championship, but it's like
all.
Have you guys actually watched these players play this year? Because like a lot of, the names don't fit the games anymore. Like I don't want to be negative, but like that's the thing. Like it's just it's not people are loading up or super teams. It's like these dudes may not be better than like Terrence Ross at this point. You know what I mean? Like
the thing that I like about Miami getting Vic now is that we all know that Miami was the place that he was trying to get to long term anyways. And Miami had some interest in him too. Like, hey, this could work.
But it's not fair for him.
Right. Unless the Bucks do it. But anyways, now they're able to get Vic in there for a few months, get to have their trainers work with him, see how healthy he is, and see if he actually is a fit before they give him that contract. Because could you imagine if they actually just had to wait until this offseason and then be like, well, we're going to take this gamble on Depot, and then it turns out, like Eric was saying, like this dude is Terrence Ross now. Like we gave him all-star money and he Terrence Ross. Like this ain't the same production we was planning to get. But now they got some time to figure it out. And to Tim's point, I think that he will shine a little bit defensively. Like they can throw out some crazy lineups in Miami to really put some pressure on you. So
and it ain't costing anything. Like I don't knock the move. I'm not sure like what it means like going forward. Is all I'm saying. Like it's definitely worth the flyer. Like you gave up Kelly Olynyk. Like who cares?
No one cares.
Kelly Olynyk don't even care.
Any other teams y'all want to talk about?
Portland. Them picking up Norman Powell was huge, and it's a lot bigger than I don't think people let know. Like that's a big pickup for Portland. I really like that pickup for Portland. Like they're gonna have a tenacious defender who brings a shit ton of energy. He was already averaging 20 as the third option over there in Toronto. Like Terrence Ross I'm not Terrence Ross. This motherfucker not name. Norman Powell.
It's the Terrence Ross episode,
right? Norman Powell going to Portland. Plug him in as the 3 and then you got CJ and Dame and Melo, and then you got what's the name coming back because I think he's still hurt, ain't he? Nurkic.
He's supposed to come back on Friday.
Yeah, I was saying so. Nurkic would be back. Like that starting 5 right there is nice.
And you got Covington still.
Like they have defense, they have shooting. Norman Powell was the number 1 3-point shooter in the league this year so far.
I didn't realize that he was sparking at the rate he was sparking at until I looked into the trade. I was like, dang, I thought that was only against the Bucks, but no, he doing it against everybody. Like he is just out here hooping. I was like, okay, Norman.
Yeah, he's like number 1 he's top 3 in the league in 3-point, like across the board, not just in the corner, not just from the key, like everywhere. That motherfucker is on fire. So for them to pick up that type of shooter, who also plays defense well, and he can slash. Like he can cut. He's very athletic. That was a huge pickup for them. That's gonna take some of the weight off of Dame, and to take some of the weight off of DCJ. That'll take some of the weight. Like everybody can kind of do their own thing, and it should be able to come pretty natural with this starting 5. Like that was huge for them.
And he can play with those guys and play, as the primary initiator.
He come off the bench. He was used to coming off the bench anyways. Like he'll do both. Like
you can run him out there with bench lineups, and he's going
to cook. He'll cook. I'll lead y'all. I'm the captain now. Give me that moment.
I liked it for them. I liked it for Toronto too. Like they picked up a young piece but like to Portland's point, like I see people like, why did they do it? One Gary Trent Jr. is a free agent this offseason. They have an idea of what he's going to ask for, and apparently they felt like, that money could be better spent somewhere else. Like now, Norm is also a free agent, but he's a better piece for the stretch run. So if they're like, we're just not going to pay that, whoever it is, like it's better to get the piece that's better this year than it is, like you're right. And then like maybe he does play well enough that you do want to keep him as a long-term piece, or maybe you did decide like, oh, well, we would rather pay Norm 25 than Trent 20 or whatever it would take to get him. So, like, it makes sense to me. He's a better defender at this point. Like, Trent has potential. But, again, like, to my point earlier with, like, Horton Tucker, it's like, potential is all good and shit, but like Dame is 30, CJ is like 29. Like these dudes need to win now. So like bringing in more pieces around their age range is better for them. And I'm sure like they're happy. I mean, like I'm sure they like their teammate, but it's like, oh yeah, we got a piece. We ready to, everybody getting healthy. We ready to run.
Yeah, CJ turned 30 this year.
Okay, so they both 30.
So Dame 31 then. But yeah, so to my point, like, or he's turning 31. Like to my point, like the time is now.
John Cena.
Yeah, I feel you. Any other
trades?
I mean, Boston got rid of
Man, I was so hoping they were getting rid of Smart, like just from a Bucks perspective. Like I hate playing that dude.
I did, yeah. That dude is
like when they're saying like Aaron Gordon for Marcus Smart, like yes, do that,
do
please. Don't even think about it.
All right, well, Eric, what you want to talk about next?
Tim took mine.
I
guess we can go to buyouts.
Buyouts.
Yeah. So the buyout market is upon us. So far, Andre Drummond has joined the Lakers. LaMarcus Aldridge has joined the Brooklyn Nets. Gorgui Dieng went to San Antonio. The Bucks are picking up a point guard. They haven't announced it yet. Originally, it was supposed to be Austin Rivers. Oh, what? By the team?
Not by the team, but just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it hasn't become official yet. So
I got you. Yeah.
At first, it was supposed to be Austin Rivers, and then it was reported yesterday that it would be Jeff Teague. We'll see. They also worked out Brandon Knight.
I was not happy about that Jeff Teague. I'd rather have Brandon Knight than Jeff Teague.
Hey, man, dude came to LA and do shit. Fuck him.
With Jeff Teague, I think they were.
Wait, when did he go to LA?
Jeff Teague?
Didn't he in LA?
No.
I don't remember Jeff Teague in LA.
Oh, well, shit. Fuck him anyway.
Anyways, I used to want Jeff Teague on. If it was like 5 years ago, I'd have been ecstatic.
Yeah.
I've been wanting Jeff Teague on the Bucks forever.
Just like everybody that's on the Brooklyn Nets right now. Like, yeah, it would be killing if this was 2016.
Exactly. Two, I think with the Jeff Teague thing, because a lot of people looking at Austin Rivers for the bucket. I think they're looking more so the ball handler, he knows Bud's offense. He has at least some knowledge of. I don't know how much he's tweaked it since Atlanta, but he's comfortable with it, comfortable running the point in that offense. Maybe they just looking more so the ball handler, like more floor general as opposed to the bucket. That's what I was thinking, because you still need somebody.
I mean, even in his prime, Jeff Teague wasn't that type of point guard. So yeah, like he's a legitimate point guard, whereas Austin is more of a combo. But I think for what the Bucks need at a backup guard spot, like. They just need somebody that can literally like bring the ball up the court and like their offense isn't predicated on like, one person dribbling the ball and getting it to whoever. It's a lot of motion, a lot of reads. So I just think that Austin Rivers is a better defensive fit. One, because he's bigger, he can guard up, and he has the experience from Houston switching. So like I looked at it as a fit thing, like more than like a talent play. Because I mean, like it's Austin Rivers and Jeff Teague in 2021. Like neither one of them are, really changing the dynamic all that much. It's just, which one fits better, and they both shoot comparably. I know everybody in Boston was like, get Teague off my team, and like I'll take their word for it because they watch their team way more than I do. But thinking Austin Rivers wasn't playing in New York, so that probably says something as well. Although part of that is just they picked up D Rose.
Yeah. I don't know, but we'll see. The Brandon Knight news was kind of funny as well. And I think I seen somewhere else they said that Brandon Jennings is around here somewhere too.
I don't know.
That dude was just kicking it with Chris Brown. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think he even hoop no more.
I just want to. I like to go on the record. I hope the Bucks keep the 15th roster spot clear. They should just bring back old Bucks that used to be on the team and just like John Henson ain't in the league right now.
Right. Like that. I was like, I'm legitimately like he's. They don't have like if Bobby Porter's having COVID and PJ Tucker having a strained calf is showing anything, is that they need some more depth in the front court.
Get one more big. I hope they're not gonna get Rivers and Teague because I'd rather have another guard and then another big. But for real, like what's John Henson doing? I mean,
he started shooting threes. Like he can defend the rim. He can move a little bit, so I'm sure he can switch.
Have your agent call their agent.
He was
bring back Hook.
Bring back Hook. We're
Does he
starting
need
it
to
here
be
on
back
Tech
here?
Files. Yes, bring him back off the bench. And I felt bad when we traded John Henson too, because John
started
Henson
playing
was
really
finally like happy and expanding his game. And the next thing you know, out the door. I was like, dang.
George Hill over, didn't he?
Yep. That was George Hill's, right?
Say that, nigga.
I mean,
I got it. It was just, it
Like,
was, you know, sad. It was like, damn, like he had to sit through all the muck of his
trash Bucks
tender.
teams.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, George Hill over there on Philly.
Oh yeah, that was a nice pivot for them after they knew
Yeah.
they weren't getting Kyle Lowry. It's a nice pivot.
Oh, one last Kyle Lowry thing. Like, it's apparently like if he leaves Toronto, like he wants to go to Miami. So that's why they weren't inclined to give up too much for him. They're like, we can just get him in the summer.
Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Buyout stuff. So Andre jumping to Lakers. Laker fans, what y'all got to say?
I said it on here that I felt like we should pick up Drummond. So I'm happy. You know, we still don't know what we're getting yet. But you know, I feel like that this is actually a good pick and it's a safe pick for us. If I could have chose between him or Aldridge, I would have chose Aldridge over Drummond for sure. But hey,
really,
he wants that shooting. That's all. Yeah. That's all he think. He wants.
Yeah, that's all I was thinking about shooting.
Because
yeah, like I look at it this way: like basically, Andre Drummond has to come in and be basically what Dwight and JaVale were last year, and I feel like that he's capable of doing that. Like he gives them the same type of, you know, he gives them the same upsides and the same downsides essentially, and he's significantly younger. I mean, I'm just saying, like archetype wise, like he's a big that can theoretically, you know, catch lobs, to, you know, pick and roll, defense, can defend the rim. He's a better rebounder than either one of them, but I'm just saying, like he gives them the same things theoretically that those two did, and it worked for them well last year. And that's that's an element to the team that they don't have this year. Like, and Kid, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like Trez and Marc Gasol are not those types of bigs. So,
not at all. Marc Gasol,
like,
I don't even know what he's doing out there.
And Aldridge is much closer to Gasol than he is to the other people that I've named. So, like, just looking at what worked for them last year, like upgrading from that, but still getting like that type of element, I think is going to work for him. Plus, like, he's going to have, when he gets healthy, he's going to have LeBron James, like,
and
lighting the fire under his ass and spoon feeding him like buckets at the rim. So, like, I think that this is really good.
Times before he actually make one though, because that man right there, he be. That's why he be having so many rebounds. He be missing rebounds. He'll get 3 in one possession. You're like, God dang! Like, come on, put the ball in the hoop.
We're gonna see what, you know. He should be suiting up against y'all tomorrow. So
yeah, he's making his debut against the Bucks tomorrow.
So, you know, we'll see him put in some work.
Get dunked on. That's
cool. We see him put in some work. 20 and 20 tomorrow.
Remind me, say it. Get dunked on.
20 and 20 tomorrow. We'll see it.
Hey, 20 and 20 is realistic.
That's what I'm saying.
No one else out there can do that.
You know, it's 20 on 20 shots, but you know.
All right, it's not gonna be efficient, but he
at least we got there, goddamn.
Yeah, he got to the 20. Sure. He'll get at least 15 boards.
Yeah, 20 of those 20 rebounds, like 4 of them will be off of his own misses. So,
hey man, I ain't watched him that much. Please don't be telling me this nigga be missing layups.
No, he really do. Like put back.
He is
get it back, put back, get it back, put back.
Everything I see, like as soon as I think of him, I automatically think defensively and rebounding anyway. That I never really paid attention to his offensive game like that.
That's because you see 22 boards.
He has tried to be the focal point, and it has never worked out. He thinks he can do like post moves. He really can't. He's bad at them, but he does them.
He needs to watch homeboy from Last Chance U.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah, Joe had the moves.
Speaking of, if you are a fan of Last Chance U and you have not yet listened to our bonus episode, we covered the whole series of Last Chance U basketball. We talked about ELAC. Coach Mosley, our favorite players, all kinds of good stuff. So make sure you go back and check out that bonus content.
It's on YouTube too.
Yeah, it's on the YouTube. It's everywhere. Everywhere you can find us, you can find it. So tune in.
Aldridge to Brooklyn. Any thoughts?
Surprised
Anybody?
me. I thought because everybody kept saying he was going to Miami. Like that was the reports. Like it's Miami.
Mhm.
So when it came out to be Brooklyn, I was like, oh.
Maybe the league finally did step in on
Again.
some tampering shit.
I said again, if you want to play Aldridge over Green and Claxton, like fine by me. Keep playing Blake and keep playing Aldridge. I'd rather you play them than them young dudes y'all got over there anyway. So
yeah, I just say like Giannis and Embiid are applauding the move that Brooklyn is making at this point because those dudes are gonna feast in the playoffs if they play them.
Especially Embiid.
Yeah,
like
a buffet.
A buffet of post moves. Like Embiid gonna be.
Oh my God, he might average 30.
Barbecue chicken out there.
Hey, 35. He might. Hey, speaking of averaging, I saw Blake almost hit that 25. Fam, he had like 17. He had like. So I was like, oh, he getting close.
He'll get one before the season's up. I'm telling you.
He been talking mad shit too.
People view me different. Last couple years I was trash, and all of a sudden I'm on the Nets. All of a sudden, oh, look at Blake. All right, bro.
Like those are not the same people making those two arguments. Like coming from two entirely different groups. Man. Like,
oh, bro, like it's truly two different groups. Like you have your fans, and then you have people who've been watching you play. And everybody's been kind of like, hey, no, he ain't what you thought it was. This is your first dunk in what, 2 years, bro? 2 years.
And he caught a oop. And let me
2
just say,
years.
I'm not trying to poo-poo on Blake Griffin, but everybody's like, oh my God, he dunked. And I was like, oh, let me see what this dunk was. That basic jumping off two. I was like, this is what y'all excited about.
He was emphatic.
It's more than he's been doing.
I was like, come on, man.
Dude do a
put all that
basic
effort
two-hand
into it.
dunk. And it was on
Man,
Sports
he
Center
had
and
rim
shit.
grazers off two, fam. Like the 2K dunk package.
Two hands for safety.
Rim grazers
shit.
off two. I was like, come on, man.
He had a Sports Center highlight, bro.
Number
Off
one
his-
on ESPN. Number one on
that.
Sports Center.
I was like, you don't get out of here.
Oh,
And then they gonna
Sports
play his
Center.
kid dunk right behind it and shit. Like that was
Ain't the same. Like, come on, y'all.
this man's
That's
back. Like no,
it's like-
no, he's not.
No.
Good old Blake.
But
Anything
to
else?
that point about like those two groups, like yeah, the people that just like saw, you know, the little Sports Center picture where they put everybody in the Photoshop with like the Nets jerseys, and it's like, yes,
not really scared of that,
technically all 5 of these players are on this team. Yes, that is a fact. What you're insinuating with these captions, that's not reality no more.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You'll
Like
get
seriously,
Blake
like
and
they would
Aldridge
wreck the
speed,
league
man.
if this was 2016, but it's not. It's 2021. Like,
No, this is 2016.
I mean,
This
the
is nuts.
big 3 are definitely still going to wreck the league, but the people that they bringing in, like, there's a reason why they've been bought out and they just signed minimum deals. Like,
Exactly. Like I was like the nerves that I have about Brooklyn come from KD, Kyrie, and Harden. Adding Blake and Aldridge does not change how I like. That doesn't.
it makes me feel
Make
better,
them-
honestly. Like,
Honest, a little bit.
if they're playing those dudes in the playoffs, like, thank you, I appreciate that.
Like
I mean,
see
we'll
what-
play
we'll
the
see what-
Nasties.
The nasty.
I mean, like, if he gonna play like he did against the
The
Knicks, like,
nasty.
fuck it.
But we seen what he did yesterday. I was sitting there like, bro, I understand the other day, but no, he got to get out. It's like we got to get
The
him out.
nasty.
nasty man.
Oh shit.
That when he airballed that 3 after that, I'm like, okay, this whole string of succession of plays that you just had, bro, he got to get out. I like,
Hey,
Coach
sometimes you
can't pull him.
airball 3 when you and out of the Kumpo. Like it just happens, fam.
Yeah, take the good with the bad.
You take it as it comes.
You go
It
4
just
for 5
happens.
one game and airball the next.
Well, we knew the 4 for 5 wasn't
Right.
a true representation of
Hey,
his,
same shot
ability.
too, fading away, step backs.
Look, he shot the ones last night out of like he had like in that moment like it was
He
like
thought
all
he
right, I
had
gotta
it.
get this off. But against the Knicks, that was whatever you wanted to do was fine. Like just go out there and hoop.
The only last one was Gorgie Jang, and like I don't know why LA and Brooklyn were like competing over Aldridge and Drummond when Gorgie Jang was probably the best big on the market.
Yep.
But he went to San Antonio because they smart. Like,
And that works out for me because no contender got him. If it wasn't gonna be us, and I'm glad it ain't y'all either. So hey, I'm just being honest. So my go.
oh shit! Hold
What?
up, wait, sorry.
Mhm.
So a referee in this Gonzaga USC game just like fainted.
What?
Oh, for real?
Oh, let me turn the
Yeah.
game on.
I'm gonna send it to the group. But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to this game.
Oh, I can't wait till we talk about March Madness. But I'm gonna pick what I was going to pick, and that was the NFL.
For sure.
They officially
Fine.
approved a 17 game schedule for this upcoming season. A couple weeks ago, we had a conversation on here talking about the schedule, and I mentioned that it was going to be a 17 game season. And Eric said, "That happened?" And I was like, "Yeah, that happened." Look, it was one of those things when they negotiated in the CBA, everybody took it as like it's about to happen, and then it actually happened. So
We both right. It's all right.
yeah, like it happened. So I was very surprised at the players being like Kamara was like, "Oh, it's like I can't believe like you knew it was like y'all was just at the table negotiating the CBA. Like y'all
You know they ain't paying attention to that shit. Like Alvin Kamara wasn't, checking
we
his
in the lockout?
emails like,
No.
oh, what happened at the players meeting?
We getting paid? Yep. All right, cool.
right, like so it's happening. It's official. So now the Cowboys can figure out a way to still go 8-8.
Mm.
God damn.
Damn. Dang, that wasn't even a shot from me. Shit.
Damn.
8-8.
I don't ever want to hear the NFL say anything about player safety ever again.
Mm-mm.
By adding extra
They're
games.
getting rid of a preseason game.
So it's the same amount of
It
games.
balances itself up.
It's the same amount of games, but it's not the same level of intensity throughout the games because
Yeah.
preseason, you know how I go. You just doing what you can.
I mean, they be having
camp.
camp fights and shit in preseason. I don't know. It's intense.
Not
trying to
preseason
take your
games,
spot.
though.
People,
Somebody got, like,
you aren't taking the same. You're gonna be taking way more hits in this regular season game than you would have
Yeah.
in a
I
preseason.
don't know if you catch your hands in practice. You still
No,
take
it's not the same. It ain't, especially if you're a star player. Like in preseason, you might play 10 snaps or so, and then you out. But if you play in a regular season game, like that's another workload. That's a work day. Like that ain't no. I'm in for a few just to get some reps in, and I'm out. Like you in there. And if you got the Hall of Fame game, you're gonna be playing like 21 games. So
That's a lot.
that's a lot of football. A lot of football, and
But
the players
like
can't
we're
do
trying to
nothing about
reduce,
that.
concussions. Like no CTE over here.
Fair enough.
So yeah, 17 games are coming, and with that, I saw like there is going to be some pretty interesting games added to the slate. Like I know the Packers are now going to be playing the Chiefs because they added that extra game. So
I think it was something about like the conference champions
from 2 years ago playing. It was really weird how they got there.
Yeah, it was some interesting shit. They was like, yeah, so the Packers and Chiefs played because they was both in the conference championship game. I think it was the second place teams in the conference championships are playing each other, and then the first place teams from the conference championships is playing. It's some weird shit that they.
It was a real convoluted way.
If we have to though, because if we don't have to,
like the 16 game season with 32 teams worked perfectly. Like it was very symmetrical. Like now you throwing all this other shit in there. Like it just.
Yeah,
I know it's about the dollar, but
it's gonna be the wave until at least 2030 when they get back to the table to negotiate. So
yeah, that wild card game actually, because typically you play two opposite divisions.
They gonna keep that
the year before, and then your division.
They're gonna keep all that, and they just added in the whole from 2 years ago, the person who I don't remember the specifics, but you get the idea. 17 games.
Baby mama's cousin's favorite team.
Something like that. Right. Something to that extent.
Yeah, that's all I got for that though. So we'll see it when it happens. Ken, what's next?
We can go to March Madness.
Hey.
So how your brackets looking, man? How you brackets?
Oh shit, let me pull up my player tape.
I ain't even checked that shit after the first weekend. I'm done.
Okay, so for the men's bracket, I got Gonzaga still, so I'm still alive in that sense. Okay, but I did not expect Houston to make it to the Final Four.
Okay.
I had Alabama in the Final Four, and they ain't there. So if we can get Gonzaga in there, I mean, I didn't pick Baylor to be in the championship game. So really, all I'm hoping for is Gonzaga to win it all because that's all I got at this point. That's all I got with the men's bracket.
I'm at 57%. It dropped. Damn. I got.
I'm at 68%. I don't know how they calculate this, but it is what it is.
I didn't have Houston either. I got Baylor.
Mhm.
I had Colorado actually in the Final Four. in Gonzaga.
Colorado.
Yeah, you're a wild boy.
What about y'all?
Mine ain't Logan. So
Well, mine try. I had Illinois win it all, so you already know my shit.
right, same here.
Yeah, so I'm all fucked up.
It's all right. Who you hope win?
Who I hope win?
Mhm.
Gonzaga.
They got a squad, bro.
Hey,
They're
I'm
fun to
surprised
watch.
Michigan-
I enjoy watching Gonzaga play too.
I'm surprised Michigan is in the Elite Eight. I'm happy.
Yeah, but shout out, definitely shout out, man. Kawan Howard.
They trying to win that chip, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I do think I had them in the Final Four though.
Michigan.
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 I think you did. That sounded about right. So as we're recording this, we got UCLA, Michigan to play, and USC and Gonzaga to play for the men's
right now.
bracket.
They playing right now. Gonzaga's up
What's the score?
Yeah,
36-23.
Oh, it's about to be another. They're about to just roll on through this again. Okay.
We'll see. But yeah, like I said, they got a squad, man. They might just float through this.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's why.
real talk.
I mean, they undefeated, so that
They've been
Yeah.
floating all season. Like they.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
what I'm expecting.
ain't
to
nobody gave them no issue.
No, and that
happen.
one.
I don't know what my husband is cooking right now, but it smells delicious. Like I'm.
It's probably spicy as
do
fuck.
you smell?
Smell what the mayor is cooking.
I am hungry. I am hungry. The women's bracket. So did anybody else watch the UConn Baylor game last night?
I saw clips
No,
of
I was
that.
in and out. Yeah.
Listen, I had turned it on because I was like, let me just have this on in the background till the Bucks come on.
Mhm.
I got so into that game. First of all, these women be out here hooping with their faces fully beat. I don't know how they do that. I mean, eyelashes, face done. I was like, y'all out here looking beautiful and getting buckets. Like, what is happening? How is your eyelashes not falling off? Like, I had to wear
National
fake
TV, dog.
eyelashes once. And I was like, not even like running around or nothing like that. But I'm like, I'm about to hurt myself with these extra eyelashes on my face right now. But it was quite a game. It came like Dee Richards had got injured. And I don't know if y'all familiar with her story from Baylor, but she had got injured during practice back in like, I think December or November. And she was temporarily paralyzed.
Mm.
So she had to relearn how to walk. Like at first they were like, you might not hoop again.
Mhm.
And then she was like, hey, no, like I'm about to hoop. Like I'm a senior. I'm hooping. I don't know what y'all talking about. And they said it might be temporary. So, you know, there's hope, but you gotta learn how to walk again and everything like that. And she did all that. She came back. She's a super solid, like defensive player. Like she was giving Paige some problems. And then she got hurt.
Mm.
Just no contact, started pulling her hamstring on the ground, hollering. And I was like, dang.
Damn, that sucks.
And then next thing you know, UConn go on a run. Like Baylor was up.
Mhm.
She got hurt and UConn went on a run. And Paige is out there getting all them little buckets. I was like,
She cold. Like,
it's crazy. Like if you look at her, I would have never have guessed that.
She that cold. That's what every time I see her, I'm like, yo, she does not even look like a hooper, dude. But she is cold.
And the game ended with some controversy because
was
it
a
looked
foul.
like it was it was
that
a foul.
was a
in real
foul.
time.
Yeah,
was
that definitely
a
was a
foul.
foul. Yeah,
In real
that
time, I was like,
a
oh, they went straight up. And then they showed the replay and I was like, oh no, they was not straight up.
foul. Yeah, that was a foul.
Straight up the arms and shit. Like,
I was gonna say like straight arms on legs.
Like it was a bad
hands on arms.
it was a bad shot. It was a bad, like it was not a good look. Like
Yeah.
that wasn't a good
Yeah,
shot. But she
that
got
shot shouldn't
fouled.
have been taken. Yeah,
and maybe
it
that's
was
why they
foul.
didn't call it.
That's what I thought too. Like, I was like, why would you go put that shot? And then I saw the replay and I was like, dang, she got hit in the face on her arm. She was just
She was thinking March
She was in the
Madness. She was like,
trees,
fuck
bro.
it.
Like, yeah, you
Man.
can get that off.
she was out there pulling, like
Dame
pulling.
Dollar.
Like, if you look at her stat line, you're gonna be like, dang, like it was like 8 for like 24 or something. Like it was a wild stat.
Oh
Like,
shit, she was
I'm a
pulling
mentality.
for real.
pulling.
Yeah, she was like, shoot or shoot. Fuck that.
Fucking fish.
But
Pull
but-
out.
But my final four for the women's bracket, I could go 3 for 4. I had UConn in there. I had NC State, but Arizona's in there.
Mhm.
I got Stanford and I got South Carolina. So those two teams are playing their games today. So hopefully, you know, I can get that going because I got South Carolina and oh shoot, why do I have NC State in the finals? Come on, Camille. I don't know why. I thought I had UConn this whole time, y'all. I was about to, I'm about to have my championship game, South Carolina.
I picked UConn.
I did not. I don't know what I was on, but yeah.
Who we on? Tim?
Yep, my turn. All right. So since we was talking about injuries real quick, might as well get these out the way for the NBA. New York Knicks center Mitchell Robinson broke his foot against the Bucks on Saturday.
Terrible luck.
Yeah, man, that was just a freak accident. Robinson was in the fourth game back after returning from a broken right hand, which he had suffered in mid-February. He missed 15 games, so now he's got a broken foot, so he's probably done. He might be back for the playoffs if they make it. But Indiana forward TJ Warren was ruled out for the rest of the season with a foot injury. That sucks because his bubble play, everybody was kind of wanted to see what he would do in the regular season. And for LeBron James confirmed that there is a 4 to 6 week recovery period for his sprained ankle.
So he confirmed it. Like he came out and was like, "Hey, yeah, it's 4 to 6." Okay.
Because originally it was indefinitely.
Yeah.
You might as well throw in that Al Horford part here.
Al Horford, what are you gonna do?
Right.
So
they shut him down. Oklahoma City shut him down for the rest of the season.
for
Who, Al
was it
Horford?
injury? Or
No,
was,
just we're trying to play the young guys. We'll move you in the offseason.
wow.
Damn, they could just buy him out.
Well, I mean, like he has like 3
OKC
years
don't.
left on his deal.
OKC don't believe in buyouts of
That
that
too.
caliber. Like they would rather you stay there and just be unhappy than them actually have
My
dead
God, y'all
money
got a
on their
million
books.
draft picks. Like, just buy the man out. Like y'all gonna hit on something.
It's too late. I mean,
It's not, but
It ain't.
oh wait, no. When's the
got till
deadline for
April 8th.
Okay.
Well,
He's getting
I mean, they can buy him out at any time, but the deadline for him to be eligible to play in the playoffs.
For the playoffs.
Right.
Okay, yeah, he ain't. Yeah, he gonna. That's wild.
But I mean, they claim it's a mutual decision. He's still going to work out with the team. He's still going to be around the team. Like, it's not like you're just sending him home. Like, it's just he won't play and put like this extra miles on his body, and then they'll look to move him in the summer. Like they said that they'll work with him to find a new home. Which I mean, like, why weren't y'all doing that before the trade deadline? But maybe they were.
I mean, y'all, like Tim said, y'all got 85 million draft picks. Y'all could have put one on there for someone to take that contract. Like, y'all got them to spare, fam.
17
First round picks.
Years.
Isn't it 17 first and 17 second?
34 damn picks. Y'all couldn't have traded them one.
Oh, for 7 years.
They
Y'all coulda
stingy
gave
as a
him
motherfucker.
one.
Wait the hell no.
We don't believe in buyouts. Just give us draft picks. Fuck out of here. Damn.
I mean,
okay.
on a certain level, like I respect it. Like if it's your policy, like we don't do buyouts. Like everybody knows what it is. It's not like you just picking and choosing. Like, oh well, we'll buy this dude out, but this dude we gonna hold hostage. Like, just like that, organizational policy.
One of the unwritten rules, and people get over there like, damn, they really don't buy motherfuckers out. I'm like, no, bro, they really don't. They really don't buy you out, bro. You have to sit. Damn.
I mean, he's still getting paid, so like that's my thing. Like as long as they aren't like shortchanging him his money, like.
The cats want to hoop.
Yeah.
Again, they claim it's mutual. Like I'm not there. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, when you get to like 36 years old, like, do you really want to still be, if you're on a tanking ass team, like, would you want to be playing that out, or rest your body up, get ready for next year? Yeah.
You on this last year for
34.
Well, yeah, 34, 36. He's old shit. I mean, I'm 33, so like once you get past a certain age, it's like
in basketball years, there's a difference between 34 and 36. That basketball years is a little bit different. In real life, like no, it ain't.
It is.
Yeah.
Unless you LeBron James, like
LeBron, yeah.
Once you get over like 32, like you on the way down.
Year to year.
Huh?
I said they had most improved because people develop year to year. Like that's 3 years of development.
I mean, not when you 34.
That's 3 years of regression we talking about here.
I mean, not when you're not playing. So
Damn.
next time you're on the court, you'll be 35. I'll stick with basketball news. There were some coaching hires of Black people or people of color in NCAA. So first, congratulations, Camille. Marquette got rid of Steve Wojciechowski.
Wojciechowski.
Wojo, goddammit.
Yeah, just call him Wojo. Coach.
Yeah, and they hired Shaka Smart, so former Texas head coach.
Who they should have hired when they hired Wojo in the first place. That's who I wanted. If y'all remember when I was talking, I don't think we had a podcast. No, that was a long time ago. But when I was talking to y'all, I was like, dang, they should go hire Shaka Smart. Like, yeah, Shaka Smart. Get Shaka Smart. Did they? Nah, and Shaka went to Texas. But he home now. He here now.
I was right at this VCU run too, wasn't it?
That's why I wanted them, because I was like,
they had Larry Sanders.
Buzz. I was like, they sure did. I was like, we had Buzz, and I was like, I feel like Shaka is like in the same kind of line as Buzz, but like, you know, that kind of like underdog. Yeah, I'm happy.
And I think Shaka, like culturally, not culturally like black or white, but like just his coaching style fits better with Marquette and the Big East than it did with Texas and the Big 12. Like at Texas, especially, like I feel like the boosters are way too involved in like recruiting and shit. So like they're recruiting all these big men, where it's like Shaka's like, man, I want to press, I want to run. Like, why are you bringing in like Miles Turner and Mo Bamba? Like, that's not what I need. Like, I need guards and shit. So again, I think it'll just be a better culture fit for him here. A little less, I mean, not pressure, but like a little more relaxed than the University of Texas.
And he's from Madison, so he's back home in Wisconsin.
Speaking of Madison in Wisconsin, the UW Madison hired former Boston University coach Marissa Mosley to run their women's basketball program. So she's a Black woman. I believe she'll be the first Black coach to lead the women's program in UW history. So shouts to them.
2021, still having first. Still having first.
And then Indiana University hired former Knicks head coach Mike Woodson to lead their basketball program, and he is rumored to be bringing in Larry Brown.
That man 80. Leave that man alone.
Larry Brown.
Larry Brown has won his chips. 80.
He's 80. Literally 80.
Like,
leave that man alone.
Then again, like Mike Woodson, like he got to be pushing 70 at this point. So,
is he really? Hold on.
Like, don't crack.
How old is Mike Woodson? Hold on, we gotta find this out here.
Oh, he's 63.
Leave that man alone, Mike. Larry enjoying his retirement and shit. He done been.
I don't think he is. Like,
he still got the itch.
No, he left coaching like 2 years ago.
When they call somebody a basketball lifer, they really mean a basketball lifer. Like, that man don't want to retire. Larry Brown.
Yeah, I think he stopped coaching like 2019.
2018.
He left. Yeah.
18.
So that's crazy. Leave that man alone. He is 80.
He probably said maybe he's sitting at home going, you know what? This ain't
That's
really.
That's what I'm
saying. This whole being at home thing all the time.
On his boat with his chips.
And to be clear, like he last coached in the Italian league in 2018, and he was fired because his team was 5-19. So it's not like he just retired. Like
they made him retire.
You know
why? Forced to retire.
He's 80 years old. Leave that man alone. That's why.
They go sit your old ass down somewhere, boss.
Go somewhere now. Enjoy yourself.
But like I always want, like it's weird, like having these old ass coaches like be on college camp. I mean, maybe not, but it's like, how is a man born in 1940 gonna relate to the kids born in 2002? Like,
not in 2021. He can't.
1940.
Yeah, jeez. Man. Larry Brown, just go ahead and sit down.
He done seen some shit.
Well, man, he done seen everything.
Therefore, literally.
He
done seen it all.
Right. Like he was alive when Captain America was like first Captain America.
When he came back in time, Larry was around still.
Right. He's like, oh damn, Larry Brown. Like,
Captain back in time to see Larry coach.
He's like, yeah, me and Larry Brown used to play together back in the day. We
right. Fuck out of here.
Oh, Larry. Okay, I remember Larry.
Leave Larry alone. Let him sit down. Leave him be. Leave Larry alone.
Last thing about Mike Woodson, he did attend University of Indiana. So he's coming back to his alma mater.
Okay.
Makes sense.
That's nice. Let's see here. We ain't got that much left. We was talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder and all they trade picks. So let's talk about the Miami Dolphins and what they done did over there. They done shook up the whole draft order now at this point. They sent their number 3 pick to the 49ers for the 12th pick. And then we was like, dang, like people was like, that's crazy. And the next thing you know, they then traded that pick to the Eagles for the 6th pick. So pretty much the Dolphins moved back from 3 to 6, and they picked up a whole bunch of draft capital in the process. So Miami, I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing.
They did well. They didn't James Harden the Lemmy Tunsil trade.
Oh, they rolling that bitch. Like they are RG3 in this motherfucker. Like they're rolling these picks over into more picks.
Dog. And they doing a damn good job of it. But
and you only dropped 3 spots. Like
that's it.
And it's not like they were picking a quarterback anyway. So if 1, 2, 3 are all quarterbacks, like they probably still can probably get whoever they were planning to get anyway.
Because they wanted Jamar Chase from LSU. Is the word on the street is that they wanted Jamar Chase, but then they got word that the Bengals was actually going to draft him for Joe at number 5. So that's why they traded to number 12. And then when they got to they was at number 6. And then they traded to number 12.
Oh, you talking about Philly?
Yeah, Philly. No. I'm talking about Miami.
Miami?
Yeah.
So why would Miami move behind the team that's
Miami
going
was
to
at 4 or 3.
They were at 3.
They were 3.
And then they didn't want to choose a quarterback is what they were saying.
So then they moved to 12.
And then they was like, you know what? We actually do want to get back in. And they were saying that if the Bengals don't pick Jamar Chase at number 5, they'll pick him at 6. But their word on the street is they're going to pick Jamar Chase. So that's why they moved back into the top 10. That's what they're targeted. So
I just assumed like this was just like a convoluted 3-way trade. Like they do what they were doing before they traded the 3 away. But maybe not.
I mean, yeah. Like if you Google Jamar Chase, like one of the articles that you'll see that pops up says like how Jamar Chase influenced the Eagles to trade down. Like
because the Eagles were like looking at him at 6 and they knew that the Bengals, I guess at 5 were like, we're taking them.
Yep. So Miami got back in and like we can still pick up a really high, position player unless they don't take Chase. And if they don't, then we'll give Tua Chase. So it's been a weird thing. But Jamar Chase is cold. He sat out last year, but we all seen him at LSU.
Why did he sit out last year again? Was it just like I got you. I see.
Not because he has COVID, but because like he wasn't sure how the season.
No, time is. I don't. I'm
2020 is kind of like a. Yeah, like everything seemed like 2019.
It's like a little bit of a blur, a little bit. But yeah, Miami done shook the draft up, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, like 2020 feels like the blip in real life. Like
I was just thinking that for real. Like that was like real life blip and shit. I guess we can stick with football. Marshawn Lattimore of the New Orleans Saints was arrested for possessing a loaded handgun believed to be stolen.
I thought this story was it was sad when I seen it because one, he is a legitimate star in the league right now. Like he's easily a top 5 cornerback in the league. Like Marshawn Lattimore is the face of that New Orleans defense, and damn near since Drew Brees is gone, one of the faces. If it wasn't for Michael Thomas or Alvin Kamara, he would be that face. Like he is one of the best young players in the league. And for that, 24. Yeah. I think it's only like his 3rd year in the league, bro. Like for him to have exploded to stardom that fast, and for him to be that good, to turn around and get popped for having a gun. Well, so the gun was in the car, and they said that it was registered as stolen, but there was 2 other people in there as well with him. So he was arrested in Cleveland for possessing a loaded handgun that was believed to be stolen. Lattimore has been charged with receiving stolen property, which is identified as a 4th-degree felony. So they set his bond at $5,000, and he was expected to be released on Saturday. About posting 10% of it, but it's headed to a grand jury for trial and stuff. Like it might be bad for him. It might be rough for your boy, but it was one of those, again, a sad story of like, dog, damn, why we here, bro? Where you are what you are, and you're at that level already. Like it didn't take you long to get to that tier. You got 1 more year left on your rookie deal. You'll get paid. It's gone now. They're not going to pay you like that.
Yeah, they are. It's the NFL. Like as long as he's not in jail, like they'll pay him.
But I mean, the bag is blown. They ain't gonna give him what he could have got. I tell you that much. They ain't giving him that. It's still the NFL.
Yeah. Again, like unless it affects like his ability to play. So again, like unless he's like, I would imagine like he takes some type of plea and doesn't see much, if any, jail time. Like if his bond is set at $5,000, like I don't know how.
Yeah, he probably ain't. That's it. 5,000 for an NFL player. He probably got that in his pocket.
Right, like,
Yeah.
and it's a fourth degree felony. It's not like it's, whatever. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm not a
Never mind.
lawyer. I'm not going to purport myself like I don't know the law like that. But I would imagine that this is just a blip for him, assuming he does no jail time, like, and he can play on the field. Like, he's still like he may not get number one cornerback money, but like if he's a top 5 corner, like he'll get.
It might be tough for him, man. But
we all know the NFL doesn't really care too much about character concerns if you're a productive player.
Exactly. I mean, shit, from Last Chance U, like if you got the talent, like they put up with a whole lot more shit.
I mean, Joe was calling everybody.
Yeah, right.
Whole ass nigga, like, dog, that's the
like, Joe just didn't go to practice like half the time, like
right, middle of the game.
Like, okay, well he'll be back when he come back.
He pulling me from the game,
and they were cool. Mm-hmm. They were cool.
Hey, coach, am I wrong? That nigga pulled me. Hey, coach.
Yes, like, you are.
Yes, you're wrong, bro. Sit down, dog.
Chill out.
Yeah.
Thanks on you, Tim.
Is it on me? It is on me. It's my turn.
And we got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 things left, so that's perfect.
Just one thing that got me. All right, free agency, real quick. NFL.
A hit.
I still know that song to this day.
Facts.
Man,
that shit.
Listen.
As soon as it started, I'm like, yo, this shit right here, fire.
Yo, just the drums.
Hell yeah.
That and Get Right. I always think of those 2 songs together because of just how them horns hit and them, like, yeah, I love those songs.
I always think of Animal from Sesame Street playing the drums. Just one thing. Getting his shit off, bro.
Was he playing that on Sesame Street for real, or you just picture him playing it because
no,
he was playing
the
drums?
Look up Animal from Sesame Street. He played.
Yeah, he did play drums. Yeah, he played.
No, I was asking, did he play that song on the drums?
No. I just think he was playing the drums.
That's why I was
playing the drums.
Like,
they playing one thing on Sesame Street.
Hey, they had the Muffin on there getting off on the drums. He was getting off on the drums.
You know they be having celebrities come through Sesame Street. Avery could have been on there for all I know. She could have one thing her way over there.
Tell you one thing. Anyways, what was I at? Oh, NFL free agency, real quick. Sammy Watkins ended up signing with the Ravens, so he kind of got a running mate ish. He ain't a number 1 though.
He ain't.
Lamar been needed a number 1. They still ain't extended my man's contract either. He on the last year of his rookie deal.
They gonna let that go to the final buzzer, I think.
I think they got a 5th-year option for rookie quarterback or like the early picks in the draft.
For first round picks.
Yeah, early first round picks. I think they got a 5th year. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not 100%, but I know this is his 4th year. And I know they ain't give my man the contract extension when he's gotten an MVP. And he's been in the conference championship. Oh, no, he hasn't. He can't win in the playoffs. I mean, he finally got one this year.
He just won his first year.
Yeah, he got one this year, but they holding that against him. And everybody else around him getting paid. He ain't getting paid.
He might
I wonder if my guy in Houston is affecting his market.
They weren't trying to pay him in the first place.
Remember, I know, but I mean, I'm saying like now they're gonna like, well, they pay him, and look how that turned out. So,
it's the NFL.
One of us do one thing. I mean, I'm not even talking about like the stuff that he got going on now.
I'm about to say like, hey, that's just because he a creep.
Right. No, I'm talking about like trying to force his way out, like after he got paid. So again, like one of us does something, and then we all got to pay for it. So.
Yeah, bro. But I'm glad that he actually got another wide receiver though to help out Hollywood Brown, and I don't know if Willie Snead's still there, but they got Mark Andrews still too. So he got 3 receivers now, 3 legitimate receivers, and then probably a draft one too.
They definitely probably gonna draft one.
Minnesota Vikings signed Xavier Woods, not the wrestler. They agreed to a 1-year deal, $2.25 million. And then Tampa Bay re-signed running back Leonard Fournette. They are the first team, I believe, in Super Bowl history I've read somewhere to sign the entire team back.
Yeah, all 22
all their starters.
Offensive,
all their starters,
starters.
They're legitimately running back with everybody.
I saw that on I think either SportsCenter or NFL. It must have been SportsCenter because I don't have NFL Network. But they were saying like they had a list of like the Super Bowl winning teams that brought back the most people, and I think like the Packers from like 11 were up there with like 20, I think 19 or 20. There's somebody I think that had 21, and then obviously like now Tampa has 22. But like none of the teams in like the top 5 or 6 had repeated. So
That's what I was saying. Like everybody's like, "Oh my god," and I'm like, "Look, I'm not hating. I swear I'm not. But let's look at this realistically.
Yeah, facts
Football is a
facts.
very violent sport.
mhm.
It is. It is. You have to have a lot of things go right to win a championship,
Mhm.
including health. You're playing on the field. Everything has to click. Last year they got through it relatively healthy with their start in 22. I mean, they signed Fournette in the first place because Jones had got, they wanted some insurance with Jones, and then Jones ended up getting hurt, but they had Fournette. So like it worked out. So the likelihood of it happening 2 years back to back with the exact same squad, I'm not sure how likely it is. We'll see though.
We shall see, because I mean they had something that they got hot at the end of the season, and it was like, well, that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Hottest team wins.
A lot of things got to go right, and they clicked at the right time. They had health at the right,
Yeah, people was
it
coming
worked
back
out.
from injury at the right time, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes for them, but I don't think they're running it back.
Me either.
This ain't my thing, but I just saw it come across the timeline. Shout out to Natalia Bryant. She's going to USC next year.
On what?
Oh, dope. That's
Congratulations.
what's up.
Okay.
Oh, here.
I feel old as shit that Kobe's daughter is going to fucking college, but
Yeah, that's wild.
I guess we can go to WWE Hall of Fame news. So in the last week, they've announced that Kane, the Great Khali, and RVD will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. The 2021 class also includes Molly Holly and Eric Bischoff, which is surprising.
I'm not surprised.
With the coronavirus pandemic altering last year's plans for induction, the 2021 class will be joined by 2020 selections, which include JBL, the British Bulldog, Jushin Thunder Liger. Oh, let me start that over. Jushin Thunder Liger, the
Tongue
NWO,
twister.
and the Bella Twins. And that's the kind I like.
Hey, real quick though, was they called? Like I never seen anything.
I mean, like
from
they ran the women's division for a couple years. Like they weren't great wrestlers. Like Nikki's
Okay.
better, but like they also like started like the Total Bella shit. Like so, like they brought a lot.
Yeah,
of
I seen the
attention
TV
to-
shows and stuff
right.
like that.
They helped transition to the women's evolution.
They were the face of the they were the face of the diva stuff.
Right.
That's
They were
what
like
they
they-
helped with the transition.
They
because-
happened to be there while the transition was happening.
The
Like I don't know if
transition,
they were part
I don't
of
think
it.
they really helped.
I don't know, because
because
Nikki started off more like a diva and became more like.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Nikki
Nikki
became
was a better wrestler.
good wrestler.
She transferred, but like they were never known like
Mhm. This
for
is pretty
wrestling.
okay.
Yeah, like they like
Pretty faces.
You know
They
how
were
get the
models
divas
for
that
a while,
came
yeah.
to WWE.
And then towards the end of
Okay.
their run, they actually got really good at wrestling.
One of
One
them.
of them married to John Cena or something, or
No, she
Daniel
was
Bryan.
dating
One of
John.
them.
That was Nikki.
Oh, okay. I know it was one of them.
And then
Bree's married to Daniel Bryan,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you
which
go.
is why a lot of people say they were still in the spotlight for a while because
No, they were still in the
John Cena
spotlight
and
because
Daniel
like Total Divas was a hit television show. Like that brought. That's what I was saying.
but
Like
she was dating John Cena.
well, no, I'm. Can I finish my point? I was saying that Total Divas was a legitimate like mainstream hit. So because of the attention that the Bellas and like the WWE's divas at the time got from being on that show, like it brought more attention into WWE. So like because they were a draw, like because that's all it comes down to is like who can bring eyes to the product, who can put butts in seats. So like from that standpoint, like the Bellas are one of the most successful women's acts in WWE history. So like they definitely deserve their spot in the Hall of Fame for that. But like their in-ring wrestling, like I said, like
Not that
Nikki
great.
got better as it went along, but she wasn't. I wouldn't say she was on the level of like the 4 horsewomen and the women that they've had come in after that.
Okay.
No. And those are the women who I tend to credit with starting the women's revolution, like because they came in like, no, we're here to wrestle, okay?
And they were allowed to do it. Like I'm sure they
Exactly.
had women come in before that. They were like, "I'm here to wrestle," and they're like, "You're here to look
No, you're
pretty."
not.
So
No, you're here to get this diva belt with butterflies and
Right.
wings. That belt, I hated that belt. That belt,
that was a
Yuck.
patronizing ass belt.
it was. It really was.
I mean, but it's Vince. That's what he does.
Yeah.
yeah, racism and sexism, all of them things. Okay.
He likes to say nigga.
Xenophobia, all that shit.
Uh,
Oh, did y'all see that? They're like editing the network
Peacock?
for Peacock.
Yeah, I've seen
Mhm.
that.
yeah. They're gonna have a lot of
Good luck.
editing to do.
What's
Good
up,
luck.
my? What's up, my nigga?
They're gonna cut that whole scene out.
They
That
cutting all
never
the
happened
Attitude
no more.
Era. They gonna cut all of Vince McMahon's. They was like, I seen the meme. It was like Shawn Michaels and God.
Yep.
Like the
I was
entire
gonna post that on
Attitude
our
King-
Instagram.
King saying puppies every 5 minutes.
Era. Just
Man,
the
look.
whole. You gotta get rid
like
of it. No, you got
How you gonna show
Attitude
the
Era
Godfather
Raw.
then?
Oh, yeah, they
Attitude Era
definitely
pay-per-views are gonna be like 30 minutes long because of all the shit they got cut out.
no
I'm
Godfather.
so
Oh,
mad.
yeah.
Like I'm so mad that they switched this over. Like I'm not a fan so far of Peacock or WWE Network on Peacock.
And some
Pippin'
intern gotta go
hoes
through and do all of that.
nationwide.
And then they go
Well,
turn around
did-
and make a decision not to delete it again. And if somebody
Did they
pissed.
know? Like, did I'm sure they were aware on some level, but like when they made this deal, did they realize like exactly how much stuff
They probably didn't.
they weren't
have
wanting
no
Well, they
idea.
had
bring
to.
over?
It seemed like they had to. If you was making this investment, you have to know what you was getting yourself into.
Unless Vince just saw them dollars and was like,
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
really
thinking.
care
I'm
what
like,
you do
right,
after this
like-
point. Like just go
Show
on.
me the money.
Go on.
Because I mean, at some point, like that's gone. You would think that would affect like the people that picked up Peacock to get the WWE Network. Like if they're not, like first of all, like they haven't brought over most of the library, so it's like you're already at a disadvantage there. But like on top of that, like the people that got it for the nostalgia stuff, like if you're editing most of it out, like is there really a benefit to having it? And in that case, like if people are dropping off, like is it a benefit to Peacock to even have WWE Network on there?
Well, everybody got to be politically correct, bro.
Yeah, they get
I mean,
you
like
out the paint.
but the way that Disney Plus does it is like this.
Put a disclaimer up.
Right, put a disclaimer before it.
Oh, they stuff
Like
was
teach
mad
people.
racist.
Like that's better than trying to erase it like it never happened. That's my big
Mhm.
problem with like America in itself is the fact that they don't want to ever acknowledge stuff. Like they just want to sweep it under the rug, pretend it didn't happen. Like when they be telling us like black folks, like just get over it, move on. Like y'all never apologized. Y'all have never said
Never.
anything. Y'all never have admitted to your part in all of this. Why we're here. You don't even acknowledge some of the discrepancies that we go. Don't you know what?
Another
I'm
time.
not gonna go down.
I'll swear it. Well, not really. I was just gonna say like these are the same people that like cry about cancel culture, but you the ones like denying history.
Come on, man. Let's move on before I can feel my blood pressure rise and thinking about. I've been reading a lot of black stuff and watching a lot of black documentaries.
Welcome.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have to have a talk when we get off the air about some stuff because I'm mad.
Don't do it,
Mad.
young blood. Don't do it.
off the air. That's
Don't fuck up your
That's,
bag because you in your bag.
right. That's some friend time conversation. But Ken, do you want Thunderdome or do you want baseball?
Yeah.
You
That sounded
Thunderdome.
Yeah. If you give it options, goddamn. Oh
Okay,
shit.
so Forbes released their list of the most
So you gave him
profitable
Thunderdome.
baseball. Yeah, he's gonna have a Thunderdome.
Tell him.
Of the most profitable baseball teams, and to the surprise of no one, the Yankees topped that list. They're worth $5.25 billion.
Damn.
Billion. There are 3 North American teams that are worth more than $5 billion. One in the NFL, one in the NBA, and then the Yankees in baseball. Can y'all guess the other 2 teams?
Dallas.
Lakers and Cowboys.
Yeah, they gotta be.
You got the Cowboys
Actually-
right. You got the
Oh,
basketball team wrong.
Knicks.
Knicks.
probably
the
next.
Knicks.
Yeah.
The Knicks.
Man,
The
they ain't
Cowboys
never
are
getting rid of
worth-
James Owen.
Never. The Cowboys are worth $5.7 billion, and the Knicks are worth $5.
What's the Lakers worth?
Mhm.
4 years and owner.
No, this is
Oh,
about
that's-
the baseball teams, but they just had to. Let's see.
The other to round up the
Okay.
top 5, I guess. Dodgers is 2 at 3.5. Boston is 3 at 3.4. Chicago's Cubs is at 4 or 3.3, and San Francisco is at 5 with 3.1.
Looks like the Lakers are worth 4.4 billion.
Mhm. Yeah, the Lakers are number 3 because the Warriors are worth 4.7. So that's wild.
Damn.
And you got the Bulls at 3, and then the Celtics at 5 in the NBA.
Meanwhile, you're gonna buy the Brewers twice. 1.2 billion and shit. That's new
I got
money
some-
coming in by the Brewers.
Right. I got some pocket change I can just throw over here real quick.
Kanye gonna own us and shit.
Hey, don't speak that into existence.
Ooh, yes, sir.
No.
Come
Leave
on
that
here,
nigga where he
wilding.
at.
All right, Ken, take us home.
Or beginning April 12th, the WWE Thunderdome will be will be relocated to the campus of University of South Florida.
Are they getting kicked out?
Well, I mean, the Rays about to start playing, so they need their stadium back.
Oh yeah.
Same reason why they moved out of Orlando at first, because the Magic need their arena back. So
Well, there you have it.
Damn, they
the,
can't go
uh,
back
I wonder
to full
when
sale?
I was gonna say, I wonder when they're gonna end up, not necessarily moving back, like, but when they'll start touring again, or if they'll start touring again.
They gonna start touring again. Vince needs that money.
He really don't. Like, they just had their most profitable year during the
Cause all that
pandemic, which
overhead.
tells you all you need to know. But
Mhm.
Interesting.
Anybody have any blow the whistles this week?
No.
I don't think so.
No? Okay. In that case, we're going to go straight into the Tech Top 5. But before we do, I just want to say it's a little different. Normally, we have our list prepared and whatnot, but for holiday episodes, we do a draft. So let's get into it. Last week's Tech Top 5 was biggest NBA trade deadline moves. Who had Paul Gasol to the Lakers as number one? Was that Ken?
No,
Eric.
that was Eric. Yep.
Mhm.
You won the poll this past week, sir. Congrats.
Congratulations, my good sir.
Congrats, sir.
It feels good to be back in the winner's circle.
Oh, you won't win this week.
Ain't been there for a while.
I haven't.
Hey, I felt that drought for a while too. I understand.
What you mean, man? You been tying?
No, I said before, like
Oh,
I've been winning recently, but before that, it was a long
All of that
time.
is coming to an end.
Okay, we gonna
Let's
see.
go.
I mean, it's a draft, so we already know who's winning this.
Oh,
Mm.
how are we gonna establish draft order? Should I just do a random?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we can do that.
We got time.
For sure.
Uh,
Hey, dude, think of a random number between 1 and 5, and then we can
I
just
was-
pick.
We got a
forward.
random machine.
Oh, you do got to randomize it, don't you?
I was gonna ask like
Well, I
while
mean, you
I'm doing
asked.
the random. You cut me off before I continue to talk.
I did not.
I had just said I'll do the randomizer, and then you're like, "Hey, dude, you want to pick a number?"
So why'd you ask how we gonna do the number then?
She asked
I
and
asked,
answered it
and then I
herself.
got the answer, and
Hey,
then
I'm
you
just saying, I
asked
was
Duke
going off the
another
question.
fam. You
Listen, Tim.
you listened
You
to the
stopped
part in
listening.
between. Yeah.
Listen,
I was just
Tim,
going off
he
the
hear what he
question,
want to
trying
hear.
I was trying to find her answers, bro. Y'all
Nigga,
just
he
trying to
hear what you wanna
bury
hear.
me and stuff.
You deserve that one, nigga.
Y'all ain't
Thank
real.
you.
See
You
if I
brought
help
that on
out.
yourself.
Who wants to tell the people what the draft is for this week? I'm gonna put the numbers in the chat or in our doc.
Sure.
Yeah, so we're drafting stables, so wrestling stables based off of people that have main evented WrestleMania. So the only people that we have to draft from are the people that were in the last match of one of the first 30. What number are we on? 36, 37? Let's say the first 36 WrestleManias. I mean, we can throw in this year's because apparently, according to Wikipedia, they've already set the day 1 and day 2 main events, but that's kind of up to y'all.
Yeah, I mean they did already set it for Sasha and
Sasha and Bianca, and
for
then
night 1.
What include? Hey, make the draft pool even bigger.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So
and then the other one is already like all three of them had already main event Mania. So Brian,
We're on number 37 right now.
okay, Brian, Edge, and Roman.
they gone back to actually saying like WrestleMania and then the number, or are they still act?
No, they
so
still acting
stupid.
donkey.
WrestleMania.
That's
And the
stupid.
thing
Okay.
is, like, it's dumb. I mean, I guess I get it from Brandy's standpoint because it's WrestleMania, but like at the same time, it seems more prestigious. Like if it's like, oh, it's WrestleMania 36 or 37, it's like,
Mhm.
oh damn, you've had
Mania.
36 of these things. Like
Like the Super Bowl, like keep
exactly.
a
Like
number
if they
on
just
it.
said Super Bowl, like okay, which
Now I
one?
gotta think of the year it took place in. Like, come on, man. WrestleMania 2019 was like, no, I'm not trying to do all that. So we're picking the stables based off of headliners. That being said, here's our draft order. Tim has the number 1 draft pick.
Hey.
We're doing a snake draft. Eric has 2, Ken has 3, and
Mm.
I have 4.
Okay.
Almost.
This
Yeah,
is
I know,
one of those drafts.
almost the order.
This is one of those drafts where I actually am not happy about being for, because I know who's going to be the first 3 picks, and that I'm just starting at a disadvantage already. Y'all
You
gonna
do
get
have
the-
Tim drafting in front of you, so you.
I was
know
just
that.
gonna say, Tim for
But
the
she
come
likes
out.
some of the same wrestlers that I like.
Yeah,
so
we have
likely
a
one of her wrestlers
similar-
didn't get taken. Like Kurt Angle at number 1.
Is that who you taking number
And
one?
there you have it. Look at it.
Wait, for real? That's your number one draft pick?
Yeah, I'll take Kurt.
Hey,
Somebody else can have Austin and Rock.
See, I thought okay.
Oh,
I
look,
thought I was gonna
look
get
at that.
whoever you left from Austin Rock, so now I actually have to make a decision. I'm gonna go with the brother. Let me get the Rock.
All right. Well, I'm going
Well.
Stone Cold.
Well, this works out beautifully because I'm gonna go Shawn Michaels. So you know,
That's cool.
Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
And then back on me. Let me check. Oh shoot! Did I just delete my list? Oh no! Woo! Whew. I'm gonna go to Undertaker.
God damn. Well, that's what I was gonna try to come back with this a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm just thinking Triple H.
Okay.
Let me get John Cena.
All right. I'll take Brock Lesnar.
I like that.
I'll also take.
Oh God, I know what next.
I'll take Sasha.
Mm.
Let me get the big dog, Roman Reigns.
Damn, that was my next pick.
What's that?
I'm moving too fast now. Hold on now. I'm missing picks in here and stuff. Tim, your team so far is
Gotta be
Kurt
careful,
Angle, Brock Lesnar, and Sasha Banks.
Correct.
Eric, you have The Rock and who?
John Cena, Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Do I want to get?
He got
And then
3
Ken-
faces and shit.
And then Ken, who was your first two pick? You had Stone Cold and then who?
And Triple H.
No, I got new Roman Reigns. I don't got the old Roman Reigns. Fuck that.
Okay. So Ken, who is your third selection?
Mick Foley.
I am happy with how this is shaking out for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't
shit,
expect
I
things
should've-
to go this way.
Well, no, I'm gonna clean it up. I'm good.
So I'm gonna go ahead and grab Charlotte Flair.
Damn it, fuck me. I know I should have picked
No,
her,
thank
bro. Yeah, it's a good time.
And-
I'll take your word for it, bro.
Go say pause and keep on rolling.
All right.
If you say so.
It's gonna be a good time.
And then I'm going to come back around and I am going to actually I'm going to select with my next pick. I'm between two here. And I know neither one of them will be around when I come back from my last pick.
Yeah,
pick
no,
my
I gotta pick him there. Okay.
Let's go ahead and let's just grab Batista.
That's fine. That's cool.
Cam, back on you.
Seth Rollins.
Seth
my.
freaking Rollins.
Thank y'all for this. Let me get that young macho man.
Oh yeah. Off the top rope elbow.
That was a good
Real
macho
good
man.
macho man. Jeez. You had me shook for a second. Oh, so Tim, your last two picks.
You know what? I'm gonna make it interesting. So here's my question: does Paul Heyman come with Brock Lesnar?
He's never main evented
Wrestle.
WrestleMania. Like he don't wrestle.
You finna waste the
Part
pick.
of the reign. He's part of the main event. Hey,
I mean,
Paul
if you want to
Heyman
pick
is
him, I don't
elite
care.
level.
Like shit.
Elite
Take
level.
it.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I'm making a stable,
Go ahead.
they may need to talk. I'm gonna go with Bret Hart
Okay.
and last I will roll with. See, I'm trying to decide.
And it's hard because you don't want to say who decided between. I mean, you can say who decided
I mean,
between
right,
because
it's the
you ain't got
last
no
pick.
more picks. So,
Right.
so who are you deciding?
Because I want this to
between?
be an interesting group, so I think he'll fit. Yokozuna.
I did not expect.
I wouldn't expect that one. Yeah, I
Yokozuna
definitely was
to be,
expecting Yokozuna.
Yeah,
I
he
was
actually
not
probably would have
expecting
fit better in my group because I got all the Samoans.
Honestly,
I expected like Vader or somebody before Yokozuna.
Better
But I
than
know
that
he ain't
one.
never. Yeah, I know.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bigelow.
Ooh.
I'm surprised you didn't draft Chris Benoit. I thought
It was between him and Benoit.
Oh, okay. Chose Benoit here. What the fuck?
I mean,
Hey,
Yokozuna was a great big man.
I'm glad you went with Yokozuna, fam.
Plus, I got pretty much everybody can be a great heel outside of, I don't know how great of a heel Bret Hart was, but
I've never liked Bret Hart like that. Bret Hart is super mid to me.
He
Like, I'm gonna be
overrated
completely
to me.
honest.
Yeah, he definitely overrated.
But he has a crazy fan base.
He does.
Oh, I'll tell his whole fan base. No, I'm playing.
That nigga born.
Ooh, I will. You know, fuck. What y'all gonna do? Put me the sharpshooter? Fuck.
It's a big ass sharpshooter.
I mean, she don't fit with my group, but she cold. So fuck it, Becky Lynch.
Damn it! Come on, dog. You just fucked my whole.
You've been saying you've been having a lot of problems with the way that
because in my head I had it already. I was like, oh, it's gonna work perfect. But I'm gonna go ahead and put Bay and Bianca.
I'm not mad at that. Bianca Belair.
Indeed.
All right, last pick on me. Let's see. I got Shawn. I got Taker. I got Charlotte. I got Batista.
Batista, give me what I want.
Not that Batista. That ain't the one.
That's the way.
That's not the Batista I'm drafting.
Tell me what
Blue Tista.
That's not what I want.
Blue Tista and shit.
That ain't the one.
Wait, who's your group again, Camille?
Shawn Michaels, Taker, Charlotte Flair, Batista.
That's a strong group.
I had to have like the muscle with Batista. Charlotte, I mean, she can be the mouthpiece. You got Taker, who can be the scary dude in the background. Shawn can
eyes
wrestle.
rolling and shit.
Right. I'm between Jericho and Edge.
On this day.
That's not bad. Not bad too.
I see clearly.
Like this run that Edge, because I didn't watch when Edge was like a main eventer, so I missed.
See, I didn't either. That's why it's like right now
to me.
Yeah,
that Edge took off. I'm like, Edge.
Exactly. I said the same thing. Like X-rated, R-rated superstar. Like, what the fuck?
Edge now I'm kind of seeing it. I can't hear Tim for some reason. Can anybody else hear Tim?
Talk to
me. Can't hear me?
No,
I heard.
I got you now. I got you. You know what? Let me just go with Edge.
On this day.
Edge for my last draft pick.
You can go run with either one.
So recap our list. Tim, you want to go first?
Oh, Randy though. I thought about Randy Orton, but I got Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Sasha Banks, Bret Hart, and Yokozuna.
Yo, let's trash. I'm sorry. Just because you got Bret Hart on there too.
I got The Rock, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Randy Savage, and Becky Lynch.
Randy Savage.
You got 4 to 5 was the face of WWE at one point.
Yeah.
Wait, who wasn't?
Was Randy really considered the face of WWE at any point?
I think he
Randy
was.
Orton?
I think he was.
No,
like,
Savage.
like.
I think.
You
said Randy Savage?
Yeah.
I feel like he kind of he was always there with Hulk too.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's the
Lex
only
Luger.
reason.
I mean, Lex.
It was kind of like a 1A, 1B, kind of like
Right. It was kind of like Cena and Randy Orton, like.
Yeah.
Where one is like a megastar, but the other dude is like known as like he is also the dude too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I had Stone Cold, Triple H, Mick Foley, Seth Rollins, and Bianca Belair.
You went attitude.
Super attitude, and then Bianca. And
yeah, because that's Bay. So.
And I went Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Charlotte Flair, Batista, and Edge.
Sure.
I like that. That'd be a strong group.
Mm-hmm. I had to go for people that I watch. Like some people I can pick John Cena if I wanted to, because I ain't really watched John Cena like that.
Really?
I mean,
motherfucker was there.
No, man, I stopped watching wrestling.
He's there for like 20 years.
I ain't watched John Cena like that.
That's fair. That is fair.
That's fair.
So nobody wanted Rowdy Piper?
No, I'm straight on.
No.
The only other old dude I even considered was Andre the Giant.
Same. He's my Macho Man and Andre are my two old school type of list dude.
I knew nobody was taking Hulk Hogan.
No, fuck him.
Hell no.
Fuck him.
No.
Undraftable.
This motherfucker will be on my TV screen in a couple of days. Like, nah.
Oh. When's WrestleMania?
Next week?
Next Sunday?
The week after. Easter.
Next week Sunday.
Next Sunday.
damn.
Okay. All right. Well, hey y'all, that's
There
the
you
show.
have
We
it.
hope y'all enjoy. We hope y'all enjoy y'all Easter.
Mm-hmm.
We hope if you like me, you're very much looking forward to Easter for that Earth, Wind, and Fire Isley Brothers showdown.
On this
Cannot
day.
wait.
Who y'all got? I know who Camille got, but
I'm going Ozzy Brothers.
Honestly,
that's my
my
dudes.
mom
Earth, Wind, and
asked me
Fire.
to.
Ain't no lose though. I feel like
I
it's a
was saying, I'm
win-win
just
for
there for the
everybody.
music.
Yeah, it's
My
a win-win
mom,
for everybody.
yeah, my mom asked me to put together. She wanted to hear the versus battle before the battle because she was like, I don't know if Earth, Wind, and Fire can do it. She Camille make me a playlist. So I made her a playlist where I did the battle myself, back and forth, back and forth. And Earth, Wind, and Fire got some
fire.
My
They
God.
got some fire.
Like Serpentine, like they got the hits everybody know about. Of course, like Reasons, After Love Is Gone, and like Love Holiday. But then you get to like Serpentine Fire and like Be Ever Wonderful and like
Would you mind?
If I
Yeah, that's
can,
that
if
shit.
I can,
That is that
I
shit,
will.
though.
Like
That's that
I just
shit.
heard the music. Dun, dun.
Earth, Wind, and Fire got like the band, like the band is.
Oh yeah,
Earth,
yeah.
Wind,
They
and
band
Fire.
was cold. Yeah,
But the thing with
Ozzy
the
Brothers got
Isleys-
hits too though.
No, niggas be sleeping on Ernie Isley. That man is cold on that guitar.
Yeah,
And I
he is.
realized recently
He a
that
beast.
he actually was a self-taught musician, and he also did
Dope.
like their drums and piano for Isley Brothers songs, in addition to the guitar.
We gotta make this money, bro. Somebody gotta learn it.
Hey, real
Hey.
talk.
Somebody gotta do this bit.
Honestly, my uncle Tony is the one who got me on both of those groups. Those are his two favorite groups.
Mhm.
I honestly can't pick. Like I love both.
I can't wait for Footsteps in the Dark.
You know what I'm
Ooh,
waiting for.
dog.
That's my
Boy,
shit.
to Atlantis, nigga.
That's
Come
all
on,
I need.
dog. That's also cold. Hey, as soon as it come on, be hey,
It's
a
just one
single-
tier that-
Hey, that one tier, that Denzel tier. Let's go.
Listen,
I have to
man.
turn the volume up on this one.
Hey, that's my shit.
Hey,
Roll one
this is-
up, have a drink. I'm out
you're gonna have like this is a
I'm
you
out
want
here. It's a
very
celebration.
smooth party for that one. That
Yeah.
is going to
It's
be
about to be plenty babies born on New Year's Day.
Oh god.
Easter. The Islands and
Easter.
Earth, Wind, and Fire done
Yeah.
did this. Hey,
Well, he
9
has
months from
risen.
now.
man, between the sheets, like
Man.
Footsteps in the Dark, King High Love, Groove with you. Let's groove. It's your-
Groove, man.
I wanna.
I love the
groove.
Ozzy Brothers. Joe.
And think so when they announced it, like I went, like everybody else did, like I went to Apple Music and just like looked at both of their like essentials playlists, and I'm like,
Mhm.
it was plenty shit from the Isleys like I didn't realize was the Isleys. Like
Like what?
Oh,
What
for real?
caught you off guard?
it was some of them like really
Like
early
their
songs.
older ones, like Shout.
Yeah, like from like the 50s and shit. I'm like, damn, they've been around this long. Like
these brothers
like they
play
went
Shout
from like
Niggas is old, bro.
to
like
Contagious.
chubby checker
fam.
ass music to like R. Kelly ass music. Like how the fuck how that happen?
Mr. Biggs and shit.
Man, that's longevity. But that's the show.
Chuck
We hope
Berry
y'all
and,
enjoy it. It's gonna be a battle. We all win.
Indeed.
We win that battle.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's a win for everyone.
I might be irritated because I gotta make sure my uncle can figure out how to watch it. And him and technology ain't the.
Jakey.
He gonna try to watch it on that tube that Tim was on earlier. with them old ass
That
TV,
WandaVision,
the
screen.
WandaVision TV.
But we
Great
hope y'all
Dutch
enjoyed this week's episode. We hope y'all enjoy your Easter holiday. We hope you
Indeed.
just
Spend
hope y'all
time with
good,
family.
man.
Spend time with family. Enjoy yourselves.
If you can.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
if you can.
If you
it's-
can.
People you live with, goddammit.
Have a
too.
socially distant Easter.
Yeah. So
There you go.
if you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me
Wait a minute.
on the Twitter and Instagram at Camille Monet, CamilleMonae. Because
Yo.
is that how my name go?
Yeah, I know.
Damn, I got
was just
confused
letting
as I was spelling my name. I was sitting there like,
I was just letting y'all talk about me,
Yes,
hey,
we do talk about
but because your mom is fancy.
thank you, sir.
that. At Bus Runner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Goddamn right.
Everyday _ gentleman.
Did you forget it was your turn?
Huh? Yeah, my
Yeah.
bad. Everyday _ gentleman on Instagram.
Talking about
Harris
me.
216 on Twitter. And
So yes,
Snap.
we are talking about you, fam.
Hey, I swear, like, hey, don't Tim go now.
He was looking at
I
you
go
like,
now though.
Hey, I was.
Like when Ken say, huh? Like he know he fucked up.
Whoa, what?
Like a
like a
badass
little
dude.
kid, huh?
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me.
Jesus.
That was
See y'all next week.
That was a girl. All right,
See y'all next week.
Hey,
Chill
why
out,
you do
man.
that?
6 to 8. 6 to 8.
Oh, like
You sound like Dwight Howard with them kids.
Come on, kids.
that's his sentence
was
right there.
terrible.
Goddamn.
Hey, check out the radio segment for context. Don't get us sued. I ain't no. Bye, y'all.